Good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are. Remember, you have greatness inside of you. Welcome back to another pregame show on Montreal Canadiens. Tonight, they are in a Dallas Star. But before that, we have to mention the breaking news. We're talking about coach. Yes, the Montreal Canadiens announced the nomination of the Ken Hughes as the new general manager of the Montreal Canadiens, Les Bleu Blanc Rouge. This is the 18th general manager for the Montreal Canadiens since their franchise start many years ago. So don't go nowhere. I'm going to give you all the information you need to know about Hughes and the Montreal Canadiens game number 38 tonight against the Dallas Star. Of course, we're going to do the play-by-play live stream with the hockey coach guru, Coach Frenchy. But before we start, we want to talk about the news. Ken Hughes got the nomination of the new general manager of the Montreal Canadiens. Hughes is a player agent for many years as a customer. Bergeron, Letang, Beauvillier, Nurse, and many others, over 20 to 25 plus in NHL. He is recognized as a really great management with his business and really well known inside the hockey world and NHL. So this is pretty much a great decision for the Montreal Canadiens. Works with Jeff Gordon for many years, long time ago. And of course, Hughes have a couple of the negotiation, great negotiator, great knows about the contract in NHL. I think at the end of the day is a great nomination for the Montreal Canadiens to get Ken Hughes. So tonight, the Montreal are return on the ice. Is this a back-to-back game number 38? We know they lost against Arizona Coyotes yesterday, 5-2. Will be interesting. I'm going to give you all information about the game tonight against the Star. Let's dive in right away about this. And the first thing we do at the beginning, of course, we talk about the numbers. And the first thing we'll talk about is the Dallas Star are lost the last two games. They are 18-15-2. Last 10 games are 5-5-0. At home, 14-3-1. On the road, 4-12-1. Montreal lost the last game yesterday, like I mentioned, 7-25-5. 1-7-2 the last 10 games. On the road, they are 2-15-4. The game started at 8:30 at American Airlines in Dallas. Montreal Canadiens still last on power play. Dallas is number 6 in power play. Great power play overall for the Star. The penalty kill, both of them struggled. 25th for Dallas, 29 Montreal. The goals for 32, of course, Montreal last at 2.08. 23rd at 2.77 for the Star. Goal again, 17 NHL for the Dallas with 3.00. And the Montreal are last now at 3.68. Equal with the Arizona Coyotes. The shot for 29.6 for the Star, 29.2 Montreal. Face off, great center winner for the Dallas Star. They are second in NHL at 54.6. Montreal struggled at 47.5. The leader for the point. What about Joe Pavelski? 36 points so far in 35 games. He has 15 goals. The TOI the most is, of course, is Eskinen at 24th, 27. And the goaltender with the most W is Jake Ottinger. We expect him to be between the pipe with 9 W. Montreal, nothing changed, but Zuski Drouin are on 19. Anderson, Pitlick, and Zuski are at 7 goals. And Chariot is at 23-27 as TOI. Shopping up with the hockey coach. First of all, not much. What we expect, Montembeault visit Ottinger. I put Olby. It looked like it's going to be Ottinger. The last 5 games, Montreal are 0-4-1. Now it's Frenchville on minus 15 on power play, 2-20 and 10%, 5-22. Finally, the most point, Drouin at 3, Pitlick at 2 goals, Drouin at 3 assists, Romanov is at +1. Be honest with you, they just look bad, Montreal overall. Last night for me was the way they compete. They was not there. The intensity was not there. They gave 2 goals at the beginning again of the game, 2-0 after 8 minutes. And that's what they are. They look like. And of course, whatever they score a goal on power play yesterday, they are only 2-31 attempt in the last guys 9 game. The player for watch for the Dallas tonight, you have to go with, of course, Pavelski. That's the one you have to watch. Obviously, Robinson is out of the lineup, but they still have Rupe Hens, Jimmy Benn, Tyler Seguin, the veteran, with the defenseman Eskinen. What you need to know about Montreal, the last 10 game, nothing changed, 1-7-2. That's French shell right now, unbelievable. We talk about minus 22. The power play is only 2-30 in the last 10 game and 9-40 for the PK. And of course, you have to go now for the Frenchy corner. That was the most important thing on this video. Game number 38 for the Bleu Blanc Rouge. Back-to-back game, we know that. They played yesterday again, I mentioned, lost 5-2. It was for the Cup of the Shane Wright. And Montreal are now all at the bottom, ranking, standing of the NHL with 3 points behind Arizona. We heard today, Caulfield and Joel Armia are now on the COVID protocol 19. Belzile returned in Laval. Nobody claimed him on the waiver in NHL. We expect Montembeault between the pipe get the nods tonight. He got back to last night. He came in the game after at the beginning of the third period after Duchamp removed Primo. The prime Montreal yesterday, I've been honest with you, was Fenway, but like I mentioned earlier, the intensity, how they compete was not there, most of the players. But for me, it was their zone coverage and defensive. They gave 5 goals last night. If you look about each one of them, it's all about zone coverage. They don't take their man. They don't look. They're not aware. They are not to put their body in the right position. I know Primo was not solid, gave 4 goals and 16 shots. 2 of them, he should challenge the puck. He stay deep in the zone. But again, overall, the defensive coverage, some players struggled. Coffee yesterday is -3, Dauphin -2. And I think they need to be better and alert about that. I would say to you for the roster, you're going to see a little bit later. Now, Coffee Lamé is out. We expect Pesera and Vedjemo join the Montreal Canadiens for the night. Trump, it's all about the present. What are you talking about, coach? He's not thinking him in the future like Jeff Gordon. It's all about right now. It's just about tonight. It's about each game. He wants to win each game. So it'll be interesting. Are you going to make that kind of the decision, is the time management of the players, the system, and how he's going to combine his line tonight with 2 players out of the lineup. Will be interesting. He's on the road. Of course, not easy him. But to make the line versus line will be interesting. Josh Anderson's coming back again, second game for him since his injury. HUGHES nomination. I make a video earlier, guys. You can check the video. It's about 5 minutes. I'm talking about Ken HUGHES, what he brings on the table for the Montreal Canadiens, and what is really great for me. I'll be honest with you. He completely complete Jeff Gordon. Because he's really good on negotiation. Secondly, he knows A to Z, the contract in NBA and NHLPA. He knows that's what he did. Thirdly, he's a great knowing all the director general in NHL. He knows a lot of college players. He's following them a lot because he lives in that area. Because also he needs to do this for his agency. Then also have a great way to make knowing the players behind the scenes. So the way he interviewed the player, everything like that, I'm sure he did a lot of those that were helping Jeff Gordon. And also for Jeff Gordon, all about contract, salary cap, everything like that, all the law come with the contract. Of course, Ken HUGHES going to help him more to anything else for Jeff Gordon, where he can focus more on the evaluation, on the trade, and on the draft, everything like that. So that will be interesting what's going to happen. But I'm really happy about that nomination. HUGHES was born in Beaconsville on the west side of Montreal, speak French and English, 51 years old, 3 kids. 2 of them play for Boston College. One of them was drafted in 2018 by the New York Rangers. Jack, he's the youngest one. He's going to be on NHL Draft 22 this summer. We expect him to be maybe at the end of the first round or at the beginning of the second round. So it'll be interesting to see that. Finally, I want to talk about the Dallas Stars. They are 2 teams. What are you talking about? They are one amazing team at home and really a bad team on the road. You can see the record, on 14 win at home and only 4 on the road. And obviously, they're missing Jacob Robinson, protocol COVID tonight. But overall, that team played very solid and at home. So I expect a really difficult game Montreal against the Dallas Stars. We'll see how they're going to play. The player we have to watch, guy, is of course is the veteran Joe Pavelski. Pavelski have an amazing, great year so far. He has 36 points and 35 a game with 15 goals. This is the projection of his performance on the GSVA. This is the new way to evaluate the players made by the Atlantic. So you can see right at the bottom what kind of decision he can reach. And that's the reason why he's still at 37 years old perform maybe the best player at that moment this year for the Dallas Star. Let's move on now. And this, we know, you know how this works. This, I'm not going to stop here, guys. I'm going to disappear to give you a better chance to see the card. But again, you stop the video. This is a compete between the Montreal Canadiens and Dallas Stars in different categories, where you can see Dallas dominate most of the categories. So you can see like the power play example. So you can move on with this video. You can read about this. This is a play driving, compare both team. And finally, this is the defensive side between the Montreal Canadiens and the Dallas Stars. One thing I want to mention is that's the roster. Unfortunately, I made this video late afternoon. You have a couple of chains I did not mention. But Caulfield is out. Joel Armia are out at the bottom of your the graphic, third line, fourth line. So I expect Vendemo join and also Pesada. And I'm sure Dominic Schramm is going to make some modification on the line, also on power play, on PK. For the Dallas Stars, unfortunately, like I mentioned, Jacob Robinson and Radulov are out. We expect that same lineup they did the last game. But Damiani is going to be the fourth center. We have to reconfirm with them. And then the six defensemen, we know Sutter, Eskinen, Kleinberg, Lendl, Halley, and Akapen. We understand the situation with the Kleinberg situation for the contract. He become a UFA. This may be the biggest, conversation, and Dallas Stars to know what he's going to do with him. Finally, the next game in 2 days, Montreal play the third game and 4 nights that they're going to play. He's not going to be easy, guy. At 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, Montreal out in Vegas. Again, the Golden Night is something we're going to carry on, of course, live streaming, play-by-play with the Hockey Nation live show. Listen, guys, this is a very quick video for the pregame show. We already announced to you Ken Hughes is the new general manager for the Montreal Canadiens. It's not going to be easy for the Montreal against Dallas. My prediction of the game tonight, Dallas 4, Montreal Canadiens 2. I expect, again, Montreal lose another game, unfortunately, for this season. So thanks again for joining us. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and tell us what your prediction of the game. And finally, of course, you have greatness inside of you. Have an amazing, blessing day, everybody. Mes amis, ceci termine un autre vidéo avec l'entraîneur Coach Frenchy pour The Hockey Nation Live Show. Avant de partir, j'aimerais bien vous dire, n'oubliez pas de vous abonner. Dites-moi ce que vous pensez de la nomination de Ken Hughes et votre prédiction de la partie entre Montréal et Dallas. Et finalement, dites-moi si vous avez bien aimé la vidéo. Cliquez sur le petit pouce en haut. Je vous souhaite une très belle journée. On se revoit plus tard avec une autre vidéo avec l'entraîneur Coach Frenchy.